My son collapsed during PE with a heart condition. The coach said, no phones during class, while I begged the secretary to call 911 from the parking lot. I was reviewing quarterly reports at my desk when my phone buzzed with a text from my 16-year-old son, Lucas. Dad, something's really wrong with my heart. It's beating super fast and I can't catch my breath. I'm in PE right now, and Coach Brennan won't let me sit down. The words hit me like ice water in my veins. Lucas had been born with a complex congenital heart defect that required open heart surgery when he was 4 years old. We'd spent years managing his condition with regular cardiology appointments and strict activity restrictions. I'd sent detailed medical documentation to Lincoln High at the beginning of the school year. Lucas's cardiologist, Dr. Angela Moss, had written explicit instructions about recognizing the warning signs of cardiac distress. Rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, or fatigue during exercise were red flags requiring immediate intervention. I'd met personally with Coach Brennan, the school nurse, and Principal Davies to review Lucas's condition and emergency protocols. They'd all nodded and assured me they understood the seriousness. My hands shook as I tried calling Lucas immediately, but the call went straight to voicemail. PE classes had a strict no-phone policy, and students had to leave their devices in lockers during the period. I grabbed my keys and sprinted through the office while dialing the school's main number. The phone rang 6 times before the secretary answered with her usual monotone voice. Lincoln High School. This is Donna speaking. How may I help you? I told her this was Michael Martinez, and I had a medical emergency involving my son Lucas in PE class. I explained Lucas's heart condition while running to my car in the parking lot. He's texting me that he can't breathe and his heart is racing. This is exactly what his cardiologist warned us about. Someone needs to get to that gymnasium right now and check on him. Donna put me on hold without saying anything while I fumbled with my car keys. The hold music played for what felt like an eternity, some generic instrumental version of a song I couldn't identify. I was already backing out of my parking space when she finally came back on the line. Donna said she'd spoken with Coach Brennan, who reported that all students were participating normally in PE activities. Lucas was running laps with his classmates and showed no signs of distress. She suggested that teenagers often exaggerate minor discomfort to avoid exercise, especially when they know their parents will intervene. I could feel my blood pressure spiking as I tried to explain that Lucas had never complained about PE before and that his heart condition wasn't something to take lightly. She said she'd make a note of my concern in his file. I hung up and immediately called back, this time asking specifically to speak with Principal Davies. Donna said he was in a district meeting and couldn't be interrupted unless it was a true emergency. I told her a student having cardiac symptoms during physical activity was absolutely a true emergency. She put me on hold again while I sped through traffic lights, laying on my horn when cars moved too slowly. When she returned, she said the principal was unavailable, but she'd spoken with the school nurse who would check on Lucas during her next rounds. The next rounds. Like Lucas was a patient in a hospital ward instead of a kid who might be having a heart attack in PE class. I tried explaining that cardiac emergencies required immediate attention, not whenever it was convenient for the nursing staff's schedule. Donna's tone got defensive as she reminded me that the school had protocols to follow and couldn't disrupt educational activities based on every parental phone call. She said if Lucas was truly experiencing a medical emergency, he would have asked to go to the nurse's office himself. 23 minutes had passed since Lucas's original text when I screeched into the school parking lot. I tried calling him again while jogging toward the main entrance, but still got his voicemail. The automated message played his 14-year-old voice saying he couldn't answer right now, but would call back soon. I'd made him record it 2 years ago when he first got the phone, and hearing his younger self made my chest tight with panic about what might be happening to him right now in that gymnasium. Donna was waiting for me at the front desk with her arms crossed and a visitor's badge in her hand. She explained that I couldn't simply storm onto campus and demand to see my son during instructional time. School policy required all visitors to sign in, provide photo identification, and wait for administrative approval before accessing any area where students were present. The safety and security of all students had to be protected, which meant following established procedures regardless of the circumstances bringing parents to campus. I filled out the visitor forms while my hands shook with adrenaline and fear. The paperwork asked for ridiculous details like the purpose of my visit and expected duration. I wrote medical emergency in capital letters across multiple sections while Donna processed my driver's license with deliberate slowness. Full story on my channel and linked below.